We are here at Elevate El Paso Culture at the Villa Stash House down in Union Plaza. This is a wonderful structure that's been restored by Enrique Guajardo, who's from Juarez. His family has always invested in downtown areas, and he wanted to invest in El Paso's downtown, just south of the Civic Center, where we're hoping to have a multi-purpose center soon to bring more people to this area of town. But it's a beautiful restoration in adobe of a historic site where Pacho Villa used to stash not just armaments, but also cash. And Enrique is here. Just Kenny Kenji. Yeah, we're grateful for what you're doing at the Villa Stash House. And can you, you own several properties in this area, right? That you're trying
to revitalize here for our downtown. It's kind of sad to see our downtown like this. So, if everyone starts putting its effort, together we can build something nice.
Right, and you certainly are. But it takes people too to make it.
It takes a team. It takes a group of individuals who are committed for their city to see that their downtown grow and to have a place where people can walk and have lunch, dinner at our downtown.
Right. And so we're going to keep working to see that happens. And we appreciate what you've done, Enrique.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll keep doing my part and I'll keep revitalizing those properties that I own.
Yeah. Well, we're grateful for you. And grateful to be here where we get to come to events now.
It will be a restaurant with authentic Mexican food eventually. We're putting the plan together.
Right.
First the idea, and then we put together everything.
Right. This area has had little restaurants pop up, but then many of them then end up closing because we need a greater flow of people from our hotels and for more activities to do here.
That is correct.
Yeah.
We need the group of people, investing in our downtown, bringing new nightlife, restaurants, bars, you name it.
Right.
We can't see our downtown all abandoned the way it is right now.
Right. And that's why when my husband was mayor, I remember the consultants who said really it takes a major investment of the city to realize that it's an area worth investing in.
It is. This is the heart of El Paso.
Yeah.
This is the heart of El Paso. We need to have a nice place where people can feel, safe to walk on our streets. Right. Especially if they keep building more hotels. The tourist people who come to downtown, they want to see a nice hotel. A nice place to walk.
Right. Nice place to walk, which comes with people, and of course, a concert venue and a place that you can have all kinds of activities. Which is what we're
concerts, games, you name it. That's what people need. People want that speed. People want to see that. And people are being, happy, to see a property built back in the 1800s. So it's, part of the El Paso history.
Right, absolutely.
This house was built back in the 1800s, 1880. It was owned by Pancho Francisco Villa and his brother Hipolito Villa, and they needed to have a house in the U.S. for in case things go bad in Mexico. They have a place to stay here, and they also used this house to buy ammunition, for the revolution. So they used to keep this house to store items.
You've got a hole. You've kept a hole where they stash things under the ground, right?
Actually, when we were digging, changing, kind of cleaning, we saw that there was a hole. There was a stash, little, place where they used to hide money. We think it was money because you had a briefcase there. There was cool items there too.
And a lot of merchants. I know we lived next door to the Schwartz family that had the pop here, and they talked about Pancho Villa coming in and paying gold.
In gold.
Yeah, in gold.
That was a currency back in the days.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and he used to store here a lot of gold.
Lots of those stories. And then his troops. Did troops stay next door?
And then, it's actually two properties. The troops stay next house. So he was a guy that he was known to travel with Dorados de Villa, which is his military people, and it was about 20 people. So the people will stay there, the soldiers, and then the horses were in the back. He would come here like any other citizen, go back and forth, deal with General Pershing, doing the business with him as U.S. is known to sell ammunition to all the world, and that's what he come in and deal here.
Right.
And he also enjoyed his strawberry milkshake. He loves strawberry
Over at the
milkshakes.
Elite,
Over
where CBS was.
where CVS was.
Right, where it was to close, but we hope something opens again soon.
Something, we need to do something.
And then we've got that sculpture in front of the Paso del Norte Hotel of Pershing. Those were in their friendlier days when
Right.
Pershing is shaking the hand
Exactly.
of Pacho Villa.
Yes, those were their friendly days. And you can see the history in all this area. They talk about the U.S. and Mexico, how is one region.
Right. And people can come see it. It's charming from the outside. It's become a subject for a photographer. We just put art up in the West Star Tower that includes the Villa Stash House as one of the images. So people can walk by and read the historic marker and see it right now. And we hope it'll be open for lots of events in the future.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah. People want something, to happen in downtown, and with sports, concerts, things like that.
Absolutely. We'll keep pushing through.
Keep pushing, and like I said, we need that group of people to keep pushing for what they want for their city. It's important to people to go out there and vote for what they want for their city. It's important to see, people pushing for their city.
Right.
They can't just leave everything to the people who are sitting in the chairs or work for the city. It's a community too.
Absolutely.
They need to come and support.
Absolutely. And when they voted on a bond election, it's ensuring that it's realized.
That it's really
Because their will has already been expressed. So it can be delayed by certain people, but we want to make sure that it's fulfilled.
As we speak, I've seen a lot of people in these past days walking around in San Jacinto Plaza, which makes me feel happy. And I see that other investors are doing their part in that area, which is great.
Right.
I'll keep doing my part like they're doing it, and see, hopefully, we get more people in on board and start doing, more, restaurants and bars and making this downtown the way it should be.
Right.
A decent downtown.
A decent downtown. But it takes major investment from the city too. It's not just like things just spring up with no real life down here or a flow of people closer to the bridge.
Exactly.
So we hope ultimately they'll also spill over and be able to walk on both sides of the border. Because you have properties here in the historic district in Juarez too, right?
Yes, that is correct.
You do, which is a wonderful
And
trip.
they're working right now as we speak. People go and visit their those properties because they're restored and it's part of the tourist attraction.
Yeah. Well, I've always felt like a tour of El Paso is incomplete without going to Juarez, where our history extends to that mission in Juarez.
It's all one city.
Yeah, it's all one. Yes, it is a region. So we're fortunate to live in, and where you can live an international life every day of your life.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So the property is located on 321 Leon Street, and it's not open to the public now, but eventually we're moving forward to see this place fully restored, so we can attract tourists and city of El Paso as well.
Right.